Ah, there you are. Let's push on.
Yeah, come on, buddy.
Never walk back on the road from the aged man's abode. Ugh, blazes. Sorry. I know, I can't sing.
How many learning points? I have 22. Let's see, how is our... Block needs 9 more points. I think it needs a lot more. Light armor needs a lot. Should probably get our alchemy to 50. Then lockpick into 50. The craft is what it probably should be. That time. When we are done with this quest, I'm gonna have to go and do the memory points so we get some good stuff. Running right in front of my line of sight is not a good idea, buddy. Oh, come on. Stop yawning. Like how he just sidesteps the arrow. Buddy, can you like get out of my way? That's what you deserve. You get an arrow in your face if you get in my way.
Huh?
Uh-huh. Oh shit, there's two. Hmm. Oh, come on. Hmm. You stuck over there?
What? Haven't had enough yet? As you wish.
Oh, what the heck?
Huh?
Huh? Oh, that was interesting.
Eager to explore, aren't you? Take your time, I'll wait. I can use a break anyway.
Eat something. Get up. Doo-doo-doo.
Still alive? Good. Let's go. We shouldn't waste any more time.
It should be my donkey who carries stuff for me. Hmm.
Now a good pipe.
Well, well, that was quicker than expected. Did you find the gem?
Yes.
Show me. Well, I'll be damned, that's the one. Then I suppose it's time for me to tell you some things about the temple. Maybe you've already heard the Enderalian legend about this place. It's said that this temple is alive, and that the entire forest is some kind of sensory organ of it. Heareth his whispers, sung from the trees, dreadeth his gaze, blah blah blah, you get the idea. Though most folk legends are superstitious
Blah, blah,
nonsense,
blah.
this one has a true core. The temple does indeed have a consciousness of some sort. That has, however, less to do with some suicidal lover's tragic fates, but with a Pyrian defense mechanism. The Stone Heart.
The stone heart makes the temple, what, come alive? How does that work?
It works because the Pyreans found a way to conjoin something immaterial with a human soul. That doesn't need to be a building like it is here. It can also be a sword or an amulet. The bound ones, as those whose consciousness was transferred were called, suffered atrocious pain during the ritual, but when it worked, they practically achieved immortality.
Well, that's consoling.
It's a terrible fate, yes, but we all know that with the right religious blathering, humans can be convinced to do just about anything. However, don't get the wrong idea. These bindings were unusual. Not every Pyrean had a relative living in his frying pan, so to speak. Only a very few arcanists, mainly those of the Ishian caste, were able to perform them. In other words, bound places or objects were extremely rare. This temple is one of them.
In other words, there's a Pyrean consciousness resting in that temple.
I doubt that it's resting, witnessing the downfall of one's own civilization, and since then being forced to hang around in an extinct world hardly has a positive effect on one's sanity. But we'll see. Go ahead, put the gem in the socket over there.
Okay.
Perfect. Then let's go. And keep your weapons ready. The undertrain will be the lowest level of the temple. At least if Lushishi's theories are true.
One question, Meister Firespark. Why me?
Why what?
This is the third time that you've hired me. And my pay isn't exactly humble. Why?
What do you want to hear? A love song? You're a drunkard and a scrounger. But you do your work and you do it good. The day I put my faith in one of these God's lambs will be the day I dance naked through the upper city singing hymns of praise to the Lightborn.
I'd like to see that.
I'm sure you would. Now shut your mouth. Our entrance was everything but subtle, but we at least don't have to shout at this temple in the face, where it has to trigger the next trap.
I like Firespark, it's funny.
Too old for this.
Oh, God damn it. Oh boy, what the heck is that big boy over there? lot of enemies. Let's see. Get that one first. Or let's get it.
Blazes. Does this never end?
Or
junction. Seems that we have to... wait a moment. There's something written here. Chuijara nem, Yoresa nem, Gan, Dila, Pyara. Interesting.
Yes?
I'm translating. Lashery could do a better job with that. Age takes its toll, I suppose, but... I think that means something like... The warrior, the wise man, and the dark one together wield the light. Ah, and look at the inscription above the doorways. Chuijara, Yoresa, Gandila. The warrior, the wise man, and the dark one.
Sounds to me that there's something we need at the end of each of these tunnels to go further. To the light, whatever that is.
Brilliant deduction. That means we have to split up. Do you see the pressure plates in front of the doors? To me, it looks as if each of us has to stand on one to open the gates. I should take the path of the wise man. What about you, Joseph?
The warrior?
Good. That leaves you the path of the dark one. Off we go then. We'll meet again at the light. Come on, step on the pressure plates.
My door's open. Constantine?
Mine too. Then let's go.
The dark one. Boom. Do. It's a nice shield. Machine's heavy. Ouch. Barbecued. I wonder if I can shoot through him. What the freaking range do they have? Yeah. Unfortunately, sprinting and jumping doesn't work. This one. Do, 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 do. That one, where did we get breakdown? We're gonna reunite, not yet. That looks like it hurts. I guess we're supposed to. Oh, lovely. Do we have the one where we can stop time for a few seconds? Or we have to use that one then? Oh, you freaking troll game. Well, that's just for 4 pennies. Oh god. Was evil man. I think we had that one. Made that one easy.
There you are. Where is Bushybeard, though? Have you seen him somewhere?
Nope, but I heard a scream earlier in the tunnel.
A scream? But wait. Do you hear that? That's his voice. He got here before we did, but he didn't wait. Why the heck would he do that?
Maybe he got impatient, that would be just like him.
Yes, but... Come on, let's take a look.
Shijara Nem Lohem Shiraz gradually
What the heck?
Zuvan Fanara
Master Firespark.
Yorila Den Shohen Shijara Nem Jogen Vetu 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 Shijara Nem Lohem Shiraz. She showed me. She showed me. She showed me all.
You're talking about who showed you what?
The temple. She let me look through the window of time, and I saw it. All of it. The high ones, the light, the burnt flesh everywhere.
Burnt flesh?
Yes, because of the light. It burns us from within. I saw them, men, women and children. They were ablaze like the sun. So bright and oh, why did you show me? Why? No one should have to see something like that. No one.
So you saw the high ones?
Yes, and they're with us here and now, everywhere and always. And no matter what we do, we can't hide. Do you understand? We can't.
Meister, you're not yourself. Just calm down, and we can...
No, stay away from me. You don't understand. You can't understand. She's so sad. So sad and so full of wrath because we chose to close our eyes rather than see. Because we refuse to understand.
Understand what? You're not making any sense.
That it's us. We are sin. Don't you see? And there's only one way to end it.
What? No, no! Put that away! This is madness!
Madness? What we do is madness. This is the only way to break the cycle. One glance was enough to understand her suffering. To understand that there's no other solution than ultimate death. One day, you will understand that. You too, fleshless one. And now, we have to die. It won't change much. But maybe it will make her just a little happier. Forgive me. But why?
Why? What the heck do you think? Why?
That was... What the heck? Why by the wise hermit would he do that? His eyes. I've never seen anything like that.
Maybe the Hive wants to control him.
You mean he was possessed? I don't know. I always thought the possessed have a red shimmer in their eyes when it gets bad. He didn't. What was that talk about making her happy? Did he mean the temple? My. This doesn't get better. We'll need to tell the Order about it. Now, let's push on. At least we should find this train. We owe Firespark that much.
Can we at least bury him?
Yeah, you're right. Come on, let's find a shovel. Or something like that. What now?
Let's push on. We need to find that Under train.
Such chaos.
The game lock up here. Feels like it did. I think it did. Something happened there.
You hear that? Waves. Nature takes back what belongs to her. Let's hope the tunnels of this under train aren't flooded too. Wait, I know that smell. Stay here. Where did we find Yarrow's wife?
In his father's house in the cellar? Why are you asking?
Then it really is you.
What? Who else would I be?
Good question. Best you take a look for yourself. I'll wait here.
You? Me? Okay.
So, any explanations?
This must be an illusion.
An illusion? Yes, of course. Created by this bloody temple. Or maybe even the High Ones. Yes, of course. That must be it. They're trying to confuse us. By the wise hermit, they'll do just about anything, won't they? This is just wrong. This is crazy. Ugh. Well, working with you is definitely an experience, to say the least. We should push on, find that stupid train. I just want to get out of this place as quickly as possible.
That was trippy though. Yeah, I'm behind you, buddy. There's a nice value about the weight though, man. Like 12 times the value. Interesting. It's like we're having a subway in here, huh?
Bullseye. Seems like the water spared the train. It's beautiful in a way, don't you think? I bet every Arcanist would give his left hand just to get a look at it. And we're about to use it. Only thing left to do now is find out how. Seems to me that we first have to open this gate and reactivate the mechanism that powers this place. I'll take a look around. Try and find something that lets us open the gate. This is crazy. Just crazy. okay? I'll see if I can get the train running somehow. It can't be too hard.
Choo-choo, mother trucker.
Ta-da! Yes, I'm amazing. I know that. If being a merc doesn't work out in the long run, maybe I'll ask the Order to hire me as an expert on Pyrean railways. But no guarantee this thing won't drive us right into the next abyss. Anyway, I guess even with this thing, it should be a while till we arrive. Let's make ourselves comfortable. Sorry for the drama back there at the house. I guess I just didn't know what to make of the situation.
Neither did I.
I figure all of this is just wrong. But I'm repeating myself. If the High Ones were planning to confuse us, they definitely succeeded. We really should tell the Grand Master about this, and about what happened to Constantine. Still, we can't allow this to get inside our heads too much. What matters right now is the mission. And at least it stays exciting. Two daring adventurers who have gotten themselves into something they don't even remotely understand are plundering ancient ruins in search of treasure. Don't laugh, but this reminds me a little of my past, of my childhood.
You definitely had one strange childhood.
Save for the crazed mages and the mysterious bodies, of course. My sister and I, when we were young, we always used to go exploring the caves near our manor. Father always gave us a good scolding when he got wind of it. But of course, that didn't keep us from doing it again.
You have a sister? I didn't know that.
Right. Because I never told you. Adela and I are not exactly close these days anyway. Probably because we lost our bond somehow, after our father died.
Father died prematurely, I take it?
Yes, he did. Together with my siblings. Actually, Adela and I are the only surviving Delverics. All the others were murdered.
I'm sorry to hear that.
No need to be. But I appreciate the thought, so thanks. In a sad way, a part of me is actually glad everything happened the way it did back then. It made me into a man, and it showed me what kind of characteristics have a tendency to drastically shorten one's life.
Just as?
Stubbornness. My father was a judge in the tribunal, you know. He was a hard man, who at least, after our mother died while giving birth to Adela, lived for only one thing. His principles. Justice knows no compromise. That was his great creed. No matter who stood before him in court, my father treated them all the same. Damien Delveric, the epitome of justice.
Sounds like he had an extreme way of seeing things.
Yes, An extreme attitude for an extreme man. One day, the son of a highly regarded Archer Sublime stood before the 12 judges of the court. Valenzio Duran. He had murdered 2 whores, made them happy, as he called it, and it was obvious that he didn't feel so much as a hint of remorse. You know those kind of people. The ones who think that money and power entitle them to anything they want.
I can imagine how this is going to end.
Of course you can. 11 of the 12 judges voted for a verdict of not guilty, because they knew Valenzio's father was influential within the Relata. Only my father, of course, remained unshaken. 1 week later, our manor was robbed by 4 masked men who killed everyone. Servants, guards, my 2 older brothers, all of them. Officially, they were bandits, who just happened to be running around with blades made of shadow steel. My sister and I only survived because we had snuck out for one of our expeditions. Ironic, isn't it?
Ironic, but somehow predictable.
Of course. It was the only logical consequence of my father's actions. And what good did it do in the end? None. As we speak, Valenzio's enjoying himself in some brothel, with 2 whores and a bowl of grapes. But you see, there's no point in being angry about this. And do you know why? Because this is just how the world works. There's no divine justice, no system through which it's decided who lives and who dies. There are decisions and there are consequences. That's it. This is also why there's absolutely no point in fighting for ideals, the greater good, or whatever else you want to call it. First of all, because no one will thank you for it, and second, because people are stupid. That's the one universal rule that there is to this world. No matter how much you try to accomplish something, in the end, stupid people will destroy all you've achieved with no more than a snap of their fingers. Fight for the moment, and the moment only. Because unlike everything else, you can be certain of its truth.
People are stupid is another little generalized.
Do me a favor and read the Chronicles of Vin, then ask me again.
So what you're saying is basically that you think your father should have done what? Nothing?
No. But if he had wanted Valenzio to die so badly, there would have been other ways. Poison, an accident, a hired killer. Just a hint of common sense. That's all he would have needed. But of course, none of that would have conformed to his sacred principles. Adela and I were still young when all this happened. A friendly family took us in, and my sister joined the Order of the Apothecary in the Frostcliff Mountains. But since then, we haven't been able to speak to one another. She raised a wall of ice around herself, so to speak, and fled into old family books and memories. But anyway, enough about me. You're an orphan too, aren't you? How come? You never told me about that.
It's a long story. Where should I start?
You told me that the Creator's temple in Ostian had something to do with it, but what exactly happened? Dreams. Yeah. I've had my share of nightmares too. There was this one that plagued me for years. I'd be in some kind of hall, almost like a temple. Only that there were benches and aisles, like in a courtroom. My father sat on the judge's dais. He was a corpse, and all the spectators and the jury looked like him. Anyway, there was this grotesque trial scene where he accused me of refusing to do my duty for them, and it always ended with his skin melting off like hot wax. Pretty messed up, I know. Eventually, the dreams stopped, though. Someone helped me with that. But anyway, enough of this gloomy talk for now. We should get some rest. We've still got a long ride ahead of us. I don't say this often, but I like working with you. You're okay. You really are. Good night.
You went to sleep automatically, I guess.
Rise and shine, my friend. We have arrived. How'd you sleep?
How one feels after having discovered one's own corpse, the whole thing in a temple, I just can't get it out of my mind.
Well, for what it's worth, neither can I. Come on, let's take a look outside. Seems someone has prepared a welcome for us. What? Haven't had enough yet? As you wish.
That's where we need to go. New music! It's weird. In certain areas the music is like gone. Listen. Nothing there. Over there. I'll go choo-choo. Now to look over. So, where are we on the map? Huh? reference, okay? That's what appear at the moment. Ah! Want to mine it? It sees. Okay. More bullets here.
suggest we split up. That way we'll still have a chance if they catch one of us. Here, this is your plate. I'll try going in from the east. You should go in from the west. And don't get caught, or try to play the hero, alright? Considering that we're up against an entire army, that's a bad idea, even for someone with your abilities.
Where would be a good place to put my plates?
Anywhere inside the camp. But of course, an officer's tent, or maybe even Corex, would be ideal.
Understood, let's go.
We'll meet again here by sunrise.
Hmm.
And if they refuse,
Then it means war. The gods have befouled the world with their ignorance. Enough.
you know, that would mean the deaths of thousands of innocents.
No idolizer is ever innocent. Religions are ideologies, and an ideology is a decision. Subjects who don't rebel against their tyrants are at least as guilty as the tyrants themselves. But let's see what's going to happen. Who knows? Maybe that old fool Aranthia will listen to reason. For once in his life.
Yeah, let's see.
Assume you're supposed to avoid combat, so. There's something else though. That's figuring. I'm stuck. Ah. Yeah. Go that way. The heck is that? Can I hit them from there? Okay, that means we can't go this way then.
Look at that. The urchin child who just won't stop struggling.
We're created from the dream, the high ones. What do you want?
Indeed. What do we want? You amuse us, you know. How you refuse to give up. How you keep on fighting, even though deep down you know your struggle is futile. But still, you have come a long way. You have ignited the sigil stone, and you have found the beacon. And this, urchin child, this amuses us. Because nothing is more entertaining than a harvest which fights back. It makes things so much more exciting. So here's our offer, Prophet. Ask us whatever is on your mind, and we swear to answer truthfully. Or you can leave. It's up to you.
Well then, let's start with the question of why I should believe for even a second that you're going to tell me the truth.
That's up to you to decide. Come on, urchin. Ask or leave. In the end, you and your people will burn anyway. But sometimes, even the hope for deliverance alone has its merits.
This machine, the beacon, what is it really?
It's just what you think it is. A weapon that allows you to bring an end to all this.
And shouldn't you be afraid?
Fear, hate, joy. You assume we are thinking in human terms, Prophet. Yet, a true deity is more than a simple human able to throw fireballs, as your late Lightborn were. A true god is a state of being, and its existence alone forms reality according to its will. There were so many before him, and so many have found the weapon, yet still exist, and the cleansing is imminent. What does this tell you?
Doesn't change anything. We will stop you.
Lofty words. Hold on to the thought if it gives you strength.
So why are the Nerimis here?
They want to destroy the beacon. Amusing, isn't it? They are doing our work for us.
But why? Do they know about the cycle?
Yes, but they are naive. They believe that the cleansing is a good thing, and that we, the High Ones, have come to raise humanity to a higher stage. Evolution. That is what they call it. Just as the lizard became a dragon, and the bird became a mite. Their leader, Taranar Korak, thinks he is one of the emissaries, just like you.
He thinks he is. Is he one of the emissaries?
No, and neither is the old Aronvale. Korak considers himself a savior, chosen to guide humanity to a glorious future, but he does not understand that he is a victim of his own pride. We have never appeared to him like we did to you. You are the only figure of significance in this game, Prophet.
Why me? Why did I become an emissary? Why can I hear the echo?
We know what you want to hear now. That you are special, that you have always been. But this is not true. You have been in the wrong place at the wrong time. And the truth is, you make our task easier. You are weak.
Yeah. I don't have any more questions.
Very well. Now, Shu, continue your vain search, and forgive us for the pain.
Now!
My lord, he is awake.
Splendid. May I introduce you? To your left, there's Samael, my bodyguard, master of Ostian's arena for decades. And to your right, there's Blade Master
I see nothing,
Alma
so...
the most gifted sword fighter of Nerim's north and commander of my troops. Furthermore, there's an entire garrison of elite soldiers outside. So, can I trust you to not do anything stupid? I want to talk to you, face to face, as civilized people do.
Oh, I just love civilized people, especially when they start conversation by knocking someone down, tying him up, and blindfolding him.
Fair point. But you forgot to mention that this particular someone tried to sneak into my camp. I think we are square. By the way, we have captured your friend as well. He's in a tent up in the camp, and we will compare your stories, so you'd better stick to the truth. Samael, take off the blindfold. Well then, I am Taranor of Korek's blood, former ruler of Kabiet, and now representative of the free peoples of Nerim, which you undoubtedly already knew. Who are you?
The free peoples of Neri?
That is who we are, yes. The civil war is over, and Nerim is once again united, free of tyranny and false gods. We don't follow a monarch anymore, and we do not pray to any idols, unlike people in this country. But we digress. Who are you?
Jim.
I see. And who sent you? And why?
Why all these questions? Aren't you just going to kill me anyway?
Actually, no, I won't. Contrary to what you might believe, I am no butcher, and I don't kill for the fun of it. And even though I cannot guarantee you will survive this night, I promise that cooperation will increase your chances drastically. So, who sent you?
The Holy Order. They want to know why you're here.
Just as I suspected. And how exactly...
My lord, I think you should see this.
Of course. We have taken the liberty of stripping you of your belongings. If you'll excuse me for a moment, please. A silver plate. I see. They were sent to spy on us.
Then let's kill them.
No.
Oh, thanks for
He
the
was
raid
honest,
permits.
and I am a man of my word. And actually, you have done us a favor. We can use the plates to present Aranthiel with our offer, without putting
being
ourselves
slow?
in danger.
What?
Hello, Modulus.
How? What are these plates?
Old artifacts of the Pyreans. Their magic works like a sort of ear conch. Sounds are transferred from one plate to the other. And I strongly suspect that at this
How's
very
the Mass
moment,
Effect
Taylor
journey
Aranthiel
going?
and Arathzel's traitorous heirs are
Yeah, I'm
gathered
doing good,
around
thank
the
you.
counterpart,
how
waiting
are
for
you doing?
someone to activate this plate, aren't they? Samael, do you know how to use these plates? Excellent. Then activate it. I will talk to old Aranthiel. Let's hope that he will listen for once in his life. Otherwise, this will end in disaster.
I'm okay dokie, thank you.
Tealor Aranthiel. I know that you are there and that you can hear me, so why don't we just stop playing games? As you wish, Grand Master. You can keep quiet, but you should be aware of who's going to pay for your arrogance.
Haven't you had enough war by now? After 2 decades?
2 decades of war that were necessary because your god suppressed the people. Or would you deny even this?
Is that why you wanted to talk to me, Quarek? To throw around accusations?
No, that's not what I wanted.
Yeah, this
We are
isn't-
talking
this
because I
isn't even
want to give
Skyrim.
you a chance.
This
We
is
know that
a
you are
mod
fighting
that
the
changes
High Ones, and
everything.
that you're trying
This is
to
like a totally
reconstruct
different
the
story
beacon
and
in order
world.
to stop them.
But it uses the Skyrim
Which makes
engine.
perfect sense, since the cleansing means the end of all life. Don't you agree?
No, I don't. And if you even remotely understood who the High Ones actually are, and what they represent, you wouldn't either. They are evolution.
Oh,
the
there are
ascendance
boobs
of
in here.
humanity to a higher level.
What?
Let's just face the facts for a moment. There's no evidence that the cleansing, whatever shape it will take, will be violent. Yes, the Pyreans are gone, but how do we know they've not just simply gone to another place? That they've transformed? The
This
High
is
Ones are
something
not our
you can
enemies,
download
Aranthiel.
from Steam for
They
free.
are the next step of evolution, the envoys of our purpose, that we might become more than the simple-minded
Or in
creatures we've
GOG
been
too.
during the past millennia. This is what the cleansing actually is. Don't you understand? It's the moment when humanity is relieved of its vices, united, reaching a higher level of existence.
That's absurd.
To you, it might sound that way, but I have seen it with my own eyes. Ever since the gods departed, the High Ones have sent me dreams in which I can see the future, and it's glorious. It's not our destiny to stay human, Aranthiel. With their help, we will be gods, true gods, not the idols you have worshipped. It's the truth, whether you accept it or not.
Either. People are dying, Quarek. There's war all over Veen. The dead are rising from their graves, and people are killing each other for no apparent reason. Whatever you have dreamed, does this look like some kind of ascension to you?
I know about the red madness.
You can look up Enderal Forgotten Stories and see
that it only befalls certain people.
Whom?
People whose thinking is in shackles.
Hello,
people
Diggy.
whose minds are not free and who are superstitious
How's it going?
and ignorant. Such as the people in your country to whom you have denied the truth about their gods.
What? Are you saying that the red madness only affects religious people? People who still believe in the Lightborn?
Yes. Religiosity is a pattern of thought that
through
favors
that.
a rationality over reason. Someone who
I'm
thinks
okay,
in
thank
these
you.
patterns is simply not ready for the advancement, and the red madness is simply a way to sieve them out. A natural selection, if you will. That's also why you are not affected by it, Aranthiel, because you know that what you and your order fought so hard to keep up over the years were lies.
This is nonsense. There have been cases of red madness in the Order too, and we have seen what the cleansing will bring us in the dreams and in their chronicles, and it has nothing to do with some kind of ascension. Just listen to yourself, Korek. You talk like a mad prophet. Is that what you want to be?
My favorite is Morrowind,
You react just as I expected.
but
Very well then.
not for
Will
everybody.
you at least hear our offer?
Speak.
The cleansing has to happen.
Morrowind
and
doesn't
we,
hold
the
your
free
hand.
peoples of Nerim will make sure that it does. We will not allow your backward thinking to keep humanity from advancing, as it has done for centuries. Therefore, if you don't want a war, you will stop rebuilding the beacon.
Got
and
a
you
good
will
hobby-
tell your
hobby
people
then.
the truth about their gods, so that then they, too, can ascend when the time has come. You've said it yourself, Aranthiel. This world has had enough war. Spare it yet another one.
I would if I could, but if these are your demands, then no.
Then we will have to force you. This means bloodshed, Aranthiel, and innocents will die, and all because...
This conversation is over.
Bloody fool. Alma, prepare the attack. He asked for it.
Yes, my lord. What will happen to the prisoners?
The spies. Right. We're at war now, and this means you're my enemies. But as I said, I am a man of my word, and so I'll leave your fate to chance. Samael, put him to sleep, and then put him and his friend on a raft. If they survive, so be it. If not, fair enough.
Okay. Yeah, you're here again. The other scrolls are enjoyable. Okay, so this is okay. I can't show you right now. I'm gonna have to wait to get out of this dream, I assume it is.
Well, look who's here. How are you doing, silly? Still on the search?
Yes, Daddy, and I think I know where to find it.
Is that so? Honestly, I find that a little hard to believe.
Yeah, this
I guess you know what
rework
you're
they've done
doing,
is
don't
really
you?
good. Well
You
done.
always did. Come on, let's go inside. I prepared a little surprise. Or should I say a big one? I suppose that depends on how you look at it.
The music is top notch in this one. There are quests and stories, and so far it's been really good.
Ta-da-da! Look who I dug out. It's Mother and little sister. Aren't they beautiful?
Aren't we beautiful? Aren't we beautiful?
This is our
I
father.
suppose what we dead people do doesn't concern you now, does it, my child? Because you are important now. Ha! Can you believe it? He's important now. He is chosen.
Chosen. Chosen.
But you know, I think you've forgotten something amidst all this ballyhoo of prophecies, cleansings, and beacons. That you are weak. You are pathetic. You are worthless. And you are weak. That's what you were back then. That's what you are now. And that's what you'll always be. Saving lives? You? Ridiculous. But then again, maybe we do.
Yeah,
you
his
wrong.
father,
So why
our
don't you
father,
just tell
daddy
us
is.
Why you? Why should you of
Very
all people
balanced.
be the solution to the problem? Why should you be able to prevent something that has happened to mankind for thousands of years? You.
I don't know, father.
That's right. You don't know. Because you are a stupid, dirty brat. A murdering, stupid brat and nothing else. See, you did it again. You made me unhappy. You made me curse. And cursing is a sin. Don't you understand?
Oh,
I'm
God.
only trying to help you to see. This is
Not
not
this
you,
again.
don't you understand? You are not yourself. And deep down inside, you know it as much as I do.
You know it. You know it.
So, tell me, silly, why is it so hard for you to just let go? Your place is here, in the realm of the dead. So just let yourself fall. It only hurts in the beginning, you know? Then it's like falling asleep. Please, my child, we miss you so much. Little sister wants to play with you again.
Play with you. Play with
The two of us. We could go hunting again, like back in the old days. Find ourselves a nice deer, and then have a good, juicy piece of meat for dinner. You even listen to me? Hey, you're not supposed to leave yet. You're already here. So why don't you just stay? Please, child, stay with us. 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 Stay with us.
Oh, she see how the game starts.
Stay with me. Hey, can you hear me? Wake up. Bad dreams?
Yeah, the one I told you about.
Anyway, it's over now. And we're lucky we woke up at all. That raft Korak put us on was about as seaworthy as a paper ship. But thank the sun, that fisherwoman over there took us in. She's headed for Duneville, and we should arrive soon.
How long have you been out for?
Couple of hours. That spell Korak's mute buddy put on you must have been quite a doozy. They felt the blow to the back of the head would suffice for me. Guess I was the lucky one.
I see. Did you hear what happened? Renfield and Correct's conversation?
Yeah. That guy should really go easier on the bottle, if you ask me. But it seems that the thousands who follow him see things differently. As if the High Ones alone weren't threat enough. Now they have a self-proclaimed messiah to back them up. That's just peachy.
Not sure I even understood what this Correct wants from him, to destroy the beacon.
Well, as I heard it, he thinks the cleansing is evolution. We become higher beings. We ascend to a new level of existence, so to speak. And he thinks the reason for the red madness in Enderal is that people still haven't learned the truth about the death of the Lightborn. They're still superstitious, so the sickness weeds them out. Natural selection. And yeah, it sounds absurd. I guess people always see what they want to see.
So that means war. And the Neremes will invade Enderal.
I'm afraid so. According to the fisherwoman, the first of Korak's battleships have already arrived near Duneville. It'll take them a while to get the rest of their fleet over here from Narim, but still. Enderal isn't ready for this. Not at all. Most guards haven't tried their weapons on anything other than training dummies, or at the most, bandits. In other words, we're screwed.
What now?
Well, I guess first of all, we should be grateful we made it out alive. I bet that if Korak would have known your role in all this, we'd be as dead as doornails by now. Once we arrive in Duneville, we should get back to Ark as soon as possible. I'm sure Arenthiel and the others have already written us off as dead. I suggest you ask the fisherwoman how much farther it is to the village.
Okay, what about you?
Well, I suppose first of all I'll go get my pay. Regardless of what transpired, we fulfilled our mission. After that, I don't know. War is an entirely different story, and ending up beaten to a pulp with a damned warhammer certainly isn't on my priority list.
You gonna run for it?
Maybe. The Order might be powerful here in Enderal, but compared to Narim's army, it's a joke. And maybe... On the other hand, if we don't manage to stop the cleansing from happening, it won't make a difference if I'm here or on Calais. Oh, my, what did I get myself into? I feel like a bloody marionette in a goddamn play.
I would prefer to have you helping us fight in the ring rather than on a beach on Calais, if that's worth anything.
It is. Even though the Calais beach would probably be better for my health than joining your cause. Enemy invasions, mysterious corpses. You seem to attract trouble wherever you go, as we've seen more than once now. You know, there's one thing I just couldn't get out of my head since all this started. Does mankind deserve to be saved? I mean, have we as a species really made this world a better place? What have we accomplished apart from bloodbaths and wars in the name of the true gods or the right way to see things? And even now that we have a common enemy, we fail spectacularly to pull together. That's pathetic somehow, isn't it? Just pathetic. Heck, I sound like the biggest cynic alive. Let's stop here before it gets any worse. Go talk to the fisherwoman.
Alright, okay by the way? You seem kind of troubled.
You're really curious, aren't you? But yes, there is something that troubles me apart from the obvious. It's my sister.
Adila, what about her?
Well, I told you that we haven't talked much since... You know, since the thing with our family happened. A couple of moons before we met, I wanted to change that, and I went to see her at the League of the Apothecary in the Frostcliff Mountains. But she was gone, just like that, and no one knew where she went. It's been troubling me for quite some time now. It's probably nothing, but still, I'm worried.
Okay, so this is the world that we are in, called Enderal. So you start in this area down here, then you work your way. This is the main city called Ark. It has its own little map. Then you travel around to different areas, with having quests and so on. And the stars after the place shows the difficulty of the area. Or the quest, I should say. So we are doing stuff that has 3 stars at the moment. 1 star is the easiest one, then it's 2 stars, then 3 stars. We have something that has even... This one has... Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, it's this one up here. This one has 4 stars. Oh yeah, so there's a lot of places to find. Caverns, caves, camps. And these are can be really, really long. These little rooms and places, caves, mines. Some are really short, and then there's some that last a long, long, long time. Then you have a traveling system with these mirrored towers, so you can fly between these. So there's mirror towers all over the place, so you can travel. So you travel on a kind of a dragon, they call it, not a real. So you can fly between all these towers. These towers I haven't gotten to yet. We can't fly there yet. But yeah, so it has its own totally own world. Enemies, has quests. And it has skills, but it doesn't work like in Skyrim. Let's see if I can show it, but we need to get to land first.
No offense, but you look battered.
Not bad on the circumstances, I suppose. Thank you for saving us.
Don't thank me. I only did what every other path-abiding citizen would have done as well. Your friend, he told me about the Naramis. War. I have trouble believing it.
In any case, you should get prepared. Chances are they will attack the coastal villages first.
Oh, how very reassuring to hear that. But I guess we're well off in Duneville. As long as they don't break through the cavern gate, there's no way they can get inside the town. Of course, that doesn't apply to the plantations and mines. Oh, blazes. Such chaos. Those bloody Naramis. Nothing is sacred to them anymore, is it? For millennia there was peace between the lands of the civilized world. And now this. They're heretics, if you ask me. No more and no less. They should be hung from trees, all of them. Anyway, I guess it's best if you rest a little more. As I said, you look as though you need it. I'll wake you up when we arrive. I will do our best. I didn't think I'd ever say this, but right now I'd give a lot for the Art Guard to be here instead of these Duneville watchdogs. At least they know how to wage a war. In any case, you should get back to the Sun Temple as soon as possible, and show those Naramis bastards whose country this is.
We will. And again, thanks for your help.
Don't mention it.
So, we should be back within range of the teleport runes. I'm gonna head straight back to the temple. See you there.
Yeah, so there's scrolls so you can teleport places. Like Sun Temple, that's where he wants us to go. So you can play different classes. I am like a rogue build.
Hi, I told you. I never got how that imbecile made it to captain.
So we are here. Okay, so I need to talk to one of the fences and get the bloom sap from them. Okay.
Did you say anything about what we
let's
can do
see
about
if
the
we
map?
save here.
Nah, we couldn't.
So
we don't have enough coin to fix it anyway.
you press Y and you come here. You kind of meditate. So this is the skill trees you have. So I go for rogues. I have this. Then there are like different other ones. This is the country pole, so you transform into a wolf or whatever and can fight like that. And here is magic. And this is the one. Yeah, this is the one who you pretty much like a necromancer. Then here, over here, you have like with heavy armor and two-handed weapons, pretty much. You go on these three. But it's a little bit different, but you can pick from all of them, so you can mix it up. You don't have to go for just one specific tree. You can go here. I picked some points here because they help my one-handed. Let's see. We already have daggers there. See, we should get some of these. We're gonna get that one. That one. Let's see. Let's get this one. Some have a longer time. Let's get this one to last 45 seconds. Sneaking. Care about that one. I don't like that ghost walk. Let's see if there's any other ones that. Okay, even more effective. Go. So we put some more points there. Let me just go back to where we come from. Then you have so this is your skills you have. So you have like working skills, crafting skills. You have crafting points for each level. You usually get 4. So you can put points into which one you want to increase them. Then you have learning points, which is for combat skills. So depending what you're going for. So I'm going for one-handed, marksman, and block, sneak, and light armor. That's the one I'm working on. For combat skills and for workmanship, I have handicraft, which means you can craft your own gear. Lock picking, yeah, it helps with the lock picking. It goes easier. And you can find extra stuff in chests. Then you have alchemy, which I'm working on. And I'm gonna have to start making some poisons and stuff so we can easier deal with enemies. They're gonna get probably more difficult now. Yeah. Then you have for if you're using your Jake and two-handers and so on, heavy armor, but depends on your build, so to say. Health, magic, our stamina. This is a cane fever. For some reason, you have something. So every time you casting spells, as it says, casting healing spell using health potion or being at specific locations raises the fever. And if this one goes to 100%, you die. And there is only one way to get lower it, and it's you have to take a certain potion to lower it. It lowers it by 20%. So you kind of have to be careful with using healing spells and potions. Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, it is its own little world, and everything is different from, has like nothing with Skyrim to do with the world or story. So we have and there's bounties, so this is a bounty we have to do. Kill Captain Plumb again. This is probably one that we're gonna need to do. Go Mossy Mud Pit, and we're gonna hand in a quest over here where we have to decide the fate of a person. But yeah. But that is it for today though. Getting late here, so I'm gonna stop for now and we will continue this one tomorrow.